everyone, welcome to another video. Today I decided to do a little bit different makeup tutorial that is not based on a colorful colors, but rather to do something that will enhance the face structure, focusing mostly on sculpting the face. Again, not going too heavy on when it comes to sculpting, but something that can look more like a glam makeup look, or that is even a good approach for work. So it's basically something you can wear on a daily basis. Now, it took me a while to achieve this, mainly because of the layering a lot of the products, but I really do love the final result. And let me know your thoughts, because I know some of you asked for the looks that are much more kind of approachable and not too intense, too colorful, and this is at the end what I actually came up with, and I really do love it. Before we continue, I just want to thank you for your support, and make sure to like this video, and if you haven't, make sure to subscribe, because that can lead to spread videos like this to more people that potentially can enjoy it. So yeah, let's dive into this tutorial. Oh my god, I feel like my hair is a mess. Well, we'll get to that later. First things first, my skin has been moisturized, but I wanted to say, usually when I do my makeup routine, I do love to start with my eyebrows, but today, because I want to focus so much on sculpting my face, that's what I'm gonna do first. So I want to even my skin first. So I'm gonna use foundation. I'm gonna use Prada foundation, and I'll have to mix it with, well, actually, I'm gonna mix it a little bit with Christian Louis Vuitton. I haven't done that. If you haven't watched, just so you know, I do have comparison videos between these two foundations if you're interested. This is a bit too, how would I say this? It's, the undertone is perfect for me, but it's a little bit too deep for my skin at the moment. So I'm gonna use Dior Backstage 0W. That's what I usually do when I want to lighten up anything. So just a couple of drops, a little bit more. It's really liquidy, so I have to be careful. And I'm thinking if I wanna add a little bit of the Christian Louis Vuitton, but you know what? For today, actually, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna focus on what I have here. Well, let me just compare, because this is nice shade. Yeah, this is going to be just fine. The coverage won't be like too heavy when it comes to foundation. But the thing here is that I will add additional liquids. So that's why I'm not going too heavy with my liquid foundation, because that is not only liquid for my face today. I'm just quickly going to spread this foundation, and also starting from the center. Easiest way to know where have you start. And whenever I'm swatching certain shade, I always like to do like swipe across my face and then my neck to see what is going on. I can't do a shade match just based on my, I don't know, forehead, on my jawline, or just my, I don't know, hands, or even my neck. But the line right here gives me the perfect indication, like where I'm at the moment and how my undertone should look like. Also, just to let you know, I am avoiding this area underneath my eye to apply foundation, because there I'm gonna go with corrector and concealer, and I do not want to, I want to avoid to have too much of a unnecessarily product that will just lay there and just give me kind of a extra product wrinkles. You know, it's not looking flattering whatsoever. And as far as I can see, like, this is pretty good. Like, I love this tone, and it's pretty good match. Yeah, I love it. Honestly, if you need to have one foundation to try to be able to mix it with whatever else is that you have, I will highly suggest, like I said, it's countless times, this is 0W from Dior Backstage, and this is such a beautiful, neutral, really light shade that, like, it goes really, really well. Like, this is originally this is the foundation that I love as well, but whenever I need to mix something, that is my go-to, especially if you're working with clients. That is like must have. I will just tap a little bit with my beauty blender if I think, like, if there is any excess of the product or something, that this beauty blender will pick that up, and everything else will kind of dry down a little bit. And now I will first go with the contour. First I want to clean my eyebrows a little bit with just a clean spoolie. Because I don't have lighter version of this contour, I am in medium dark when it comes to Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpting Stick. It is a bit darker than I wanted for today's look, and I have contour all over my hands. I will mix it up a little bit with the Natasha Denona concealer, and this one in shade 6N, and this is her High Glam concealer. And hopefully, like this right here, the darkest is Makeup by Mario, and this on this side is a bit lighter version. Let me see what is that I have. Okay, I can go with this. This is actually really good. So the point right here is just to emphasize everything that I want to be emphasized. I'm going to first blend everything really light when you blend it. I will go once again with the same combo. This time I think it looks tiny bit darker. I love the fact that this brush can kind of even imitate the Beauty Blender. This is sculpting brush from Real Techniques. I love it. And I think I'm about to buy a third one because this one is already being like losing its shape, unfortunately. I will also bring my contour like so. I'm really strategic when it comes to contour. The reason for that is I don't want to slap the product wherever I think, like in usually contour in general, where it should go. I'm looking at my face and trying to realize what is that I want to enhance, or what is that I needs to be brought kind of a be in a background, and not to emphasize even more things that you don't want to emphasize, you know. I also want to narrow down this area right here. Of course, everything needs to be even more blended, but this area right here, I wanted to like push it a little bit. I don't want to elongate this area right here, you know. And also I'm still leaving this area kind of open without the contour. And now for my nose area, I do want to bring contour even through my eyebrows, like so. So this is what I have at the moment, and obviously it needs to be blended. If I go a little bit lower on my nose, it doesn't matter because later I will apply concealer. The main thing here is to blend it, so that we don't have any patches or anything, because this is actually darker shade and you don't wanna, first of all, look like you have kind of a tube, like you're behind the bars, you know. And so I can use my beauty blender to blend if I am out of line, if I have anything. And you want to blend everything really nice. I really do love this color. Like everything will come together later once I apply my highlight and everything. But for now, just make sure to blend, to soak all of the product, and to not have like small patches, because it's not gonna look pretty. You can go even once again if needed. And lastly, what I want to do, emphasize a little bit depth right here, mainly circular motions. Now I'm gonna go and apply some light to my face. Before that, I will gently brush my eyebrows. First I'm applying corrector. This one is in Illamasqua shade called Emerge, and I'm applying it in my, like in the area right here. I'm just checking wherever it is that I have some discoloration, kind of a blue gray undertones, and we'll just slightly blend that, and the application goes right where the discoloration is, not where your skin looks kind of normal in your color story. So this is the first layer, and compared to this one, I think it already looks way better. And I will apply a little bit more. They blend really nicely into my skin. That's one of the reasons why this is my current favorite for a while now. Same on the other side. Now for my concealer, I will go with Natasha Denona High Glam Concealer, but I have to add a little bit of the Dior Backstage again because it's light. I do have a really good match in Makeup by Mario, but I feel like this one for me, it's a little bit on a heavier side, and I do prefer formulation of the Natasha Denona. That's why I'll definitely look into different shade from her that will suit me better. So let's see if this one, well, it's not too light. And the point here is for the lights to kind of lift your face, to give illusion of the more lifted face. That's all. I will also apply this like so. For my lid, I want this a little bit lighter, especially on the area like here. And this can be my guideline. I will apply later my base underneath my eye. But for the eyeshadow, but let's just keep this as my guideline. And so this is how it looks like once it's lightened up underneath the eye. I will also focus it a little bit here. Once again in my inner corner of my eyelid. Now for more of the liquids, I'm gonna use Charlotte Tilbury. This is shade Pillow Talk, and this is her Matte Beauty Blush Wand, which I am loving. I'm loving this shade. I like to, you know, kind of warm it up with my brush on my hand. Before I move on to a application, top of my cheek, I am now going all the way back, just 2/3 of this area right here, because this one will end up in contour. Before I go and set everything, I'm gonna go in with Pixi. This is a Rose Radiance Perfector, and I'm loving this one. And don't be confused because it is like super pink. Once you apply it on top of your skin, top of your product, it looks really gorgeous and gives that beautiful kind of a glow from within. Really nice. And it's not going to lift anything, it's just gonna give you beautiful shine. Like, depending on how dewy you want your look to be, it's going to depend how much product you're gonna use, right? But you can use it with your finger as well. And obviously I can use later, I can go in and use my powder highlight, but for now I'm gonna use it right here. You can even use this even before you apply your makeup. It's still gonna give that radiance, not this much, but definitely will, and it will soak in into the skin a little bit as well. Now I'm gonna go in with the Charlotte Tilbury. This is Airbrush Flawless Finish powder. First I need to see if I have any creasings before I apply it. So this one goes underneath my eyes. And you can even use it, because this is lighter shade, I can even use it as kind of a base before my eyeshadow. The eyeshadow is gonna sit really nicely on top of it, even though it's been set. So this area has been set. We'll see later what else am I going to do. For my eyebrows, I'm using Danessa Myricks Groundwork palette, and I'm using these mix of these two shades, which are Sculpted and Tourmaline. This is actually my go-to when it comes to eyebrows. Okay, now to set everything, I want to go in with Pat McGrath Labs. This is Nude Honey. This is bronzer from their Bijoux Brilliance collection. This one actually suits me really well, and I love the texture. I think it's like really fine, and I love the undertone. Hourglass, the one from Hourglass, I have medium Leopard palette, and that one compared to this one is a little bit kind of a warmer. For me it's good, but it depends on where you want. Today I want to go a little bit more kind of a neutral, so the places that I'm going to apply this will just be the same places where I did apply my contour, except for the nose area. I will do that differently. The reason for that is because I'm afraid it's going to be too dark. This area is so delicate and it's already looking pretty dark. I want to focus on the eyes right now. And what I forgot to mention is that I did apply right here. I did apply and go with a combination of Makeup by Mario shade 180, new concealer, and the Natasha Denona High Glam in N9. I wanted to go a little bit more skin toned when it comes to eye base rather than just go like too light. Like in general that I do apply lighter shade. Today I didn't want to do that. A little bit of light. This is Tom Ford's Soleil Neige Lumiere Dhiever palette, and I'm going in with this the lightest shade in my inner corner and a little bit underneath my end with a deeper matte shade. Actually, we do have like 2 matte shades in this palette, and then we do have, actually in this palette we do have like 2 matte shades and 2 kind of a toppers. And I want to imitate like a kind of a liner when it comes to this area, and I want to do that with the eyeshadow. But you know what? First, see if the color's good for that. Yeah. What I want to do, I want to take a blending brush and I want to go with my bronzer, following my crease, and just kind of a first set everything here, but only in my crease. This area has been already set, and this will connect right here with the contour I already have. But I want to keep this open and pretty much high as I can and go open like this. Going once again with the Tom Ford palette. I do want to have a softer effect, so that's the reason why I am applying my liner with my eyeshadow. This is like a beautiful brown shade. I'm also having full in-depth video for this palette, and you guys, I am loving this one. From keeping everything too much matte, I'm gonna use this shade right here, and we'll just apply it with my finger. All I can see here, it says Annika. I did throw my box away. So these are individual lashes in 3 different styles. So I'm using just a little bit on the edge. This will give the illusion of the lifted eye. Now for my nose contour, you guys, I am, like I mentioned, I'm gonna go a bit lighter. I'm using La Praire translucent powder in shade 02. This one is really, like, it's too deep for setting my face, but it is lightweight, and it will emphasize a little bit the nose contour rather than just make it even darker. If I go with the same shade of contour that I've used, it's going to be too much, you know. And I can also even go again here, right where my crease is. One thing I do miss is a blush, definitely. And one blush that occurs to me recently a lot is from Leopard palette. This is customizable oval palette, which I really love. And it is this shade right here. I am loving it. Unfortunately, the newest shade right here, I think I've used it just like once, except for the first impressions, and it's just, I don't know, it's nothing exciting, and it's not flattering, at least on me, unfortunately. Just too vibrant. Even this can get really vibrant, even though it looks so toned down. But overall, yes, it is expensive. It is Hourglass palette, but I love it. Time to finish off my lips. Now for the lips, I did mix a bunch of this stuff. Let me try to repeat this. So I basically crushed a bit of the pencil from Natasha Denona in shade Neon, combined with a little bit of Mirage and Bark pomade, and everything just applied on top of my lips, where I applied on top of it to define and fill in everything with the Plumping lip liner from Catrice. And this one is in a shade... Okay, where's my shade? I think it's been erased. It just says Plumping lip liner in Plus Maxi Lip. I love it, this one. And it gave me this customizable shade, which I will I will lighten up a little bit. For that, I'm gonna be using MAC Leave Me Breathless lipstick just on the center to kind of have a ombre effect. And to avoid everything to be like super dry, I am gonna go in with the BioNike Defense Color Lip Lumiere. This one is gorgeous. It just gives you a little bit of shine, and it's basically, it's like a skin tone. It's like a lip color for my lip color, you know? It's so transparent at the same time. It's really nice. For the highlighter, I'm gonna go in with Mcgrath Golden Moonlight shade. Too crazy, super glowy, just actually in the areas where I already applied my Pixi Perfector Radiance. Set everything with the Maybelline Lasting Fix spray. Just going to wait for everything to soak in. I'm gonna go and do my hair and I'll be right back. Thank you so much once again for watching, and guys, before you leave, make sure to watch this video where I discuss these two foundations, new releases from Prada and also Christian Louboutin, if you want to see which one is my favorite. If I haven't mentioned that already in this video, I'm not sure, but make sure to watch that video. Hopefully that one will be helpful for you as well, and I will see you in my next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.